Latzau was created as a series of exercises by Daisaku Count-Beck in 1980 and formally accepted by Grandmaster Leung Ting in 1995 and reintroduced as part of the training curriculum into China in 1996. It was created specifically to provide a link or more realism between Chisao exercises and actual combat. The important thing about Latzau is that one partner trains the other, and one partner will use non-WT specific techniques on occasion, as many as possible in fact, so that we are not practicing WT against WT all the time. We get one-sided that way. The partner will revert to techniques and attacks by other styles. Latzau has three major advantages. Namely, the one I've already mentioned, that of practicing the techniques of other styles as well as our own. It also means that beginners coming to WT from other martial arts styles immediately feel at home because they engage in Latzau exercises and are called upon to use some of the techniques which they're familiar with anyway. Therefore, they're very useful training partners from that point of view alone. And the third major advantage is that there's an extremely high frequency of repetitions in Latzau, which means that our techniques are trained intensively for speed, accuracy, etc., and also build up stamina and fitness at the same time. Now see a transition which occurs after the 5th student grade to Chisao exercises, There are still Latsao exercises up to the 12th student grade, but Jisao comes in at about the 5th grade. You will see elbow and knee techniques used with increasing frequency here. Jisao training, of course, is training the limbs for extra sensibility, so that attacks can be felt and reactions are felt and responses triggered. Yes! These were features of the program from 1 to 8 that you've seen. The program for the 9th student grade involves a longer distance, kicking and counter kicking.
Programm kämpft man auf verschiedene Distanzen dann. Geht von der Weite-Distanz bis in die längere Distanz.
So the 9th student grade changes the combat distances with some frequency, from short to medium and long distance, i.e. kicking distance, punching distance, elbow and knee distance.
Ja, daraufhin kommt dann fortgeschrittene Programme, 10er-Programm, 11- und 12er-Programm. Das sind jetzt nur Auszüge aus dem Programm.
These are only extracts from these programs, which are extremely voluminous in part and occupy a student for some 3 months at a time.
Die natürlich dann immer mehr auch freier gemacht werden.
And the more advanced they become, the more free the whole thing gets. Of course, in one program, say the 8th, you don't just do the 8th program, you do all the other 7 as well. So the whole thing builds up on itself until it becomes an extremely long cyclical matter.
Weil ab einem bestimmten Level es geht einfach darum, die Voraussetzungen zu schaffen für den Feinkampf.
Because from a certain level of competence and expertise, the point is to lead the student gradually into free fighting without fear.
Also wir werden während dem Seminar, denke ich, näher auf die Programme noch eingehen. Deswegen ist das jetzt nur ein Auszug von dem Programm.
We shall be paying greater attention to these programs during the seminar. No doubt we'll have an opportunity to try them for ourselves if we haven't tried them yet. But what you've seen now is just extracts from these programs.
Ja, also ich denke, dass jetzt die Svenken weitermacht, genau. Und mit dem 10er-Programm. Ja. Okay.
We'll now see the more advanced programs from 10 to 12. The 10th program is coping with 3 assailants at once. 11th program, which is defense against a stick or knife.
Okay.
And the 12th program, whose main features are subduing an assailant without striking him or doing him serious damage, the sort of thing a police officer or a nightclub bouncer might have to indulge in. This will be demonstrated to you, these softer techniques, by Zico Emi, if he's willing to do so.
The idea with the demobilizing movements in WT is it's to be for like a police or security person to be safe. Let's say a police officer mostly is armed. So let's say if I'm the suspect and he wants to handcuff me with his jiu-jitsu, I just then take his gun and blow his head off. So that's why jiu-jitsu kind of stuff. And you can say jiu-jitsu and stuff like they're nice arts for themselves, but you have to see what is safe for your own if you use it. So mostly if you whatever headlock or whatever he wants to do to lock your arms, you always have one arm free. It's the first thing we was considering when we created this stuff. So the one is using the anti-mobilizing movements should be protected. So if somebody attacks me or something, I always control it, always weapons. So he can't hit me. Let's say if I'm a bouncer here, the way I do it so he can't hit me, I can just let go. This is fine. I just take him out. If he goes down, so the way we have in the eras, in the top position, the pressure between our legs, I use it here. So I can control him with my legs. One hand, so I can take my gun if it's too strong. So take my okay, just can take my handcuffs and cuffs. So even like this, you see? So it's not easy for him to move. You don't see this? Well, there's no such a way to control somebody without having the right pressure points. What we do is like this, I bend his neck so he has difficulties to breathe and his ribs through the pressure and what you learn in Tsun Tao. Okay, so we have different things. This can happen if he, well let's say, if he attacks him like a hook or something, but just same way, just here, without punching. Can you attack? So I have my hands always free, see? Whatever he does, he can kick me. Hey, don't play Monica, I'm not playing. So, let's say somebody wants to just grab your waist. Very soft. You have these things. It's all movements from the whatever higher levels or lower levels, squeeze out slowly. So I can still punch him. But if he crashes in, you absorb the force by letting him pass him. You see, let him pass you and just roll him over. Can you give me an elbow? But the important thing is, when you attack me, he could never reach really my gun because I'm out of his reaching area. See, his hand can never go to my belt. Okay. So this is what we do. Whatever, just attack. Just like this. Control. Okay, what I basically do is like 5 movements straight. Becomes what we call amok. So this guy is drunk, it's your father, brother, or some drunk guy. Just very uncontrolled. So you don't want to do this. Like this, and he gets his hand in your face. That's why we also, what's important, teach how to close the gap in a very fast time. We got tap, like, okay, try and wrestle. Very, very easy. So my hand is always free. But you always can hit, but you don't. So that's why we call immobilizing movement. Just immobilizing. So that's basically what it is. Against swings, against bear hugs, against whatsoever, very, very forceful jump in, bear cutting. Even with one hand, you see, you're always safe, you're always controlling. So the way I do it is basically you can't breathe much, so you don't punch it. So here, difficult is the move. Each time you move it, you can see it on him. Okay, so that's basically what we do.
Again, please. Okay. Let's try again. The last one. Come again.
According to Grandmaster Yip Man, footwork is actually the most important thing than hand technique. Actually, you know, we begin with hand technique and we finalize our movement with footwork. And okay, many people, when they do chi sao, okay, let me take something for example, okay. I know nowadays a lot of Grandmaster Yip Man students, they have many different theories about footwork and about the idea. So you can easily test your stance. Now in this way, okay, once if you turn, you put your whole body weight on one leg. So you yourself is like sitting on a one leg stool, okay? So once if I rise up my front leg, you see my upper body? I don't move a little bit of my upper body, right? And once if I turn back, so both of my legs shift my body weight 50-50, okay? So I can turn either way. I can turn either side to here. Now look, I don't move my upper body a little bit, and here. The reason for me to set up such a stance at such a distance, okay, is because once if I face, okay, for example, a fist like that, okay, of course my fist is very small. But have you ever seen a fist that big? Hey, don't run away. So this guy, of course his fist is much bigger than mine, right? But still not big enough. So this is a big fist. That big. Have you ever seen such a big fist? So let's say if some people use such a fist to give me a straight punch, boom, right? I can guarantee you can never run away. That big. But now Okay, I'm doing a bet. Okay, look, if some people hit me with such a straight punch with such a big fist, I don't even have to move one step. You believe it or not? Maybe you don't believe it. Okay, go hit me. Hit my nose. Oh my God. Have I moved one step? Now pay attention to my step. Okay, now in slow motion. Now when he punched my nose, look. What I need is just to turn. I don't even turn both legs. I only turn one leg. Okay? Or maybe we can do it in the other side so people can see clearly here. Now if people hit my nose, okay? Can you see? Now this is the secret of a Wing Chun punch. Now I do. Now don't take photos, okay? If I do it this way, can I turn? Can I turn enough? Because if you make your stand a little bit wider, then your center of gravity cannot totally go to a right angle. This is a right angle triangle, isn't it? So this is why, if you pay attention to Grand Master Man's photo, you can find out any time he put on his stance, the silent stance, it is always a right angle triangle. So the Wing Chun stance is not supposed to fight against, to make a strong stance, okay? But Wing Chun, we learned not to withstand the heavy force, but to give up, to get rid of the heavy force. So, for example, if some people give me a punch right on my body, okay, my arms are just right to rectangle. So now, slow but heavy. Now you can see attention. You can pay attention to how I move. So some people here can see it clearly. Now, slow and heavy. Now, if he hit, so you see, my arm is just like a rectangle. Okay? Now maybe that side. Okay, because more people are here. Now you see, if some people hit me now in slow motion but heavy force, then you can see how I move. Actually, you know, according to the Wing Chun model, okay, we say whenever, okay, it comes, you stay with it. Whenever it runs away, you follow, right? Whenever your arm is freed, just trust. Actually, all you need, because he want to hit your head, right? So actually, all you need is only half a step. That's enough. That is enough. See, I don't even move this step. So now look, he give me a boom. That's enough. And at the same time, I kick him. So this is how you do in the wooden dummy technique. Pum, pum. Okay? Now this is some of the footwork. And the most important things in Wing Chun footwork is, okay, if you fight against somebody, be careful of that. Maybe you go to the... Now, if you fight against somebody, so never, now, if some people attack you, never stop here. You know why? If I stop here, then he can have a chance to give me a kick or something, pump or hit. Okay? So actually the Wing Chun way is, okay, stepping punch. This is the key, okay? So once, if some people... Now, in very slow motion, okay, pay attention to this one. You see, once I move in, look at my stance. I jam his stance already, and once I keep punching, I keep moving. I keep punching, I keep moving. So I never give him any chance to run away from my attack. Okay? Once, if we face a good kicker, the best way is hit. Okay? So, in my system, I emphasize, when people give you a kick, no matter it's a roundhouse or whatever, go. Look, the only way you can stop him is you pick him up, right? Not to block. Listen, to beat him up, okay? Once, according to fighting theory, to defend is already the inferior tenet, okay? To block, to defend is already the inferior tenet. To attack is the number one tenet, because once, if we fight against the enemy, why you fight against the enemy? Because you want to defend for yourself, right? You don't want him to hit you, right? So only the attacker, when they attack, okay, especially when they attack at the right time, they can stop their enemy to attack them. Understand? So this is why once if you face somebody, best way is to go in before he kick, before he move. So some people, now this is a very big mistake. Some people, they always wait. They always wait. And then they wait. Now, that means you don't want to win. You don't want to win. Right? You don't want to win at all because you just want to protect yourself. You don't want to win. That means you don't, because no, if you don't pick him up, that means you give him chance, another chance, and then another chance, and then another chance to attack and reattack and reattack and reattack you, right? So this is why. Now, this is Wing Chun footwork. Now, pay attention to my Wing Chun footwork. Now, we do it now. In this roundhouse kick in slow motion, look at the Wing Chun footwork. I just go straight forward. Now look, actually I do it like this. Now look at this, okay? Now look at this. You know, in the Wing Chun fighting, in the Wing Chun fist technique or hand technique, we always aim at a very straight line, right? But the funny thing is, in fact, the Wing Chun footwork, we always go circling and then go forward. Okay? The reason is, now, in very slow motion, you can find out, maybe here first, okay? Now, if some people give me a straight kick, now look. That's the only way I can carry off his attack. We don't give up any little chance to win our enemy, okay? So this is why, normally, most of people are good in using the right hand, right? This is why we emphasize you to use the left hand first, okay? So you a moment ago, if you pay attention to my preparation stance, you always see my left hand goes out first. Okay? Why most of people, they always use their right hand goes out first. Okay? So, the reason is, if I'm good in using my left hand or my left kick, okay, same thing like super leg, three warriors, then once you face an enemy, if he's only good because he get used to fight against some people, when they practice all the time, they get used to fight against some people good in using right leg and right hand, right? And then all of a sudden, he faces somebody using something completely strange. So you know he will have a big problem, right? So we create our enemy a problem. The more problem we create to our enemy, the more chance we win. We do it this way. Now look. One, okay? One step. Actually, the movement come from the front leg. Now, but if I teach you to do the advancing steps, it would be a little bit difficult for you. So the easiest way is you do the side step. Now look, now, for example, if I want to move to here, look, I go 1, 2, 3. So this leg does not move, okay? Always the front leg move and take the whole body forward. You understand? So it's like a locomotive. The front leg is the locomotive, the second leg is the compartment, okay? the locomotive move and pick the compartment at the same time. Okay, you understand what I'm talking about? So, for example, this is very useful. Look, if you go one, then you have to use another one to move. That will be too late, right? So if you go one, whole body move forward. That will be double the time fast, right? Understand what I mean? Okay, now once again, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, same thing. 1, now I use, the secret is here. You use the linking force. So this is why we call it the connected to abduction stance. Abduction is to turn your knee inside and keep them together. Okay, so this is like a hook. Okay? Okay, not just to protect for your important part. Not just to protect for your important part, but also to make you move 100% faster. Because you only need one step to move 2 legs. Can you see that? I punch, I move in. I punch, I move in with my whole body. So this is why, once if you face an enemy or something, you go, now you can see my leg. Now, in here is slow motion. Now look, now I punch, go in. Can you see that? Always I jam his stand. You know why? Number one, I don't give him any chance to kick me, to run away from me. Number two, okay, once I jam his stance, okay, he can never get rid of my attack. This is the most important thing. All right, a moment ago, I taught you people to do the steps. Remember these steps?
This is okay, no count.
And now, I would like you people to do the steps with punching, okay? A moment ago I said most of the other styles, once they punch with once they stop and punch, okay? Or boom, they stop and punch. But in Wing Chun, we step and punch, so we go at the same time. See? So once we punch, we move forward at the same time. So that's why, for example, if we face an enemy, we just go, going. Okay? Okay? So, right now, I would like you people to do this in a slow motion. Okay? Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Everybody join us? Alright, sit down. About the stepping punch. In Wing Chun, we are talking about a center line. Some people think the center line is a line from here to here. This is wrong, okay? Actually, the center line, this is only the vertical midline. And from here to here, this, we make it half and a half. So this is the horizontal midline. The cross between the horizontal midline and the vertical midline is the center. Once if I face an enemy, from my center to his center. This is the only center line. So many people, they say Wing Chun, okay? They say Wing Chun catch the straight line. But you gotta understand one thing. There are many straight lines. Okay, if I give you a punch from the, don't take photo please. If I punch somebody's nose like this is also a straight line, right? And if I punch from here to here, this is also a straight line. Actually, the real Wing Chun theory is we punch along the shortest straight line. Okay, listen. Shortest straight line. So which one is shortest straight line? This is the only straight line. It's shortest. Now, for example, if some people hit over, and if I occupy, if I occupy this line, and if some people hit over, now go, he go up, I go up. I can always punch him without, okay, without letting him punching me. Same thing, if I occupy this solid straight line, some people hit down, I hit down, I also can punch without letting him to hit me, okay? So this is why we always occupy the center line. This is the only center line, okay? So this is not the center line, this is the vertical midline. So don't make a mistake. Like a moment ago, why I said we only count from here to here. Because here, we call this the limbs, okay? The lower part, we let our legs to take care of the protection, so it can protect itself. Look, if I move in this way, you see, so nobody, now for example, if you do it this way, now, can I kick his scoring? I can't. But if you do it like this, you know what happened? Or if you do it like this, still, right? Now you understand why the correct maintenance stand is like this. So once he move in, even if I want to kick him, I can do nothing. Okay? Now you understand why. Same thing. What if he lift his arms out? Now look. If he punch me and move in at the same time, look, even if I want to kick him. Now because of this triangle, so okay, he always can get rid of my kick, my attack. Understand? So now you understand. If you do it like this, no, or you like this, right? This is why a lot of the other Wingchun men, they are so much afraid of being kicked because they do it in the wrong way. If you do it like this, of course, this is wrong. Of course, it's easy for you to be kicked by your enemy. Understand? Now, this is the most important thing you have to pay attention to. So once you punch, you go in like this. And another thing is, okay, if we want to turn, punch first. Okay? Now, don't take photos, okay? For example, if I'm fighting against somebody and some people attack me from here, okay? If I turn my head first, you know what happens? Boom. Right? So never turn first. Unless you like the smell of his fist. So, every time, if I know somebody is attacking me, punch first. Punch first. If my hand is here, punch first. Understand? Okay? Any other question on this part?
What did you mean with solid center line?
What means solid center line?
You said something in solid center line.
Solid? I didn't say solid.
Solid.
The only center line.
Only. Die einzige.
Not solid. The only center line. Okay? So some people, you know, they think this is center line. Okay? This is not center line. Okay? This is only the center of your skull. And here is only the center of something. Now, finally punch. Punch yourself, punch yourself, punch yourself. Okay, good. Now, sit down. We don't have too much time, right? A step, with one step, right? Now, I would like you to do it this way. You do the punch, 3 punches in one step. Like this. Like this. Like this. Okay, just imagine, in one step, you make 3 punches, okay? You punch like a machine gun, right? Okay, so just imagine how can your enemy block you. Right? So this is what I want, okay? I want everybody punch like machine guns. Not so slow, not that slow, okay? Understand? Now try, one step, 3 punches. Go! 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 Hey! Go! 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 Turn! Go! 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 Turn! Go! 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 Turn! Go! 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 Turn! Go! 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 Turn! Okay. We don't have too much time, right? Okay, sit down. Again. So you know I'm very kind to everybody, see? You only practice for no more than 1 minute and then you have a break, right? So you have breaks all the time. Now, you have learned the steps, the punching steps, the very fast punching with steps, but you don't know whether it works or not, okay? So the best way is to find a rhythm and test whether it works or not. So find a rhythm to find a partner. So this guy is my white mouse. Okay, so you try to do this one, okay? Now of course don't really kill him. Okay, just test whether you're fast enough to use these punches or not. Okay, just go. Just like that, okay? So maybe you ask your partner to do it this way. So you go, go in. Okay? Of course, the best way is to try to learn not to hurt your partner. Okay? If you hit real hard, they hate you very much, and next time when it's switch, then it becomes his turn, and then he hit your face. So this is your problem, not mine, okay? Don't blame me, okay? So first, what I would like to introduce you is that, okay? Try to do it this way. No. Try. Okay? No. Okay? No. Okay? Don't really hit real hard, okay? But you try to move in and hit. Okay? Be aggressive. Okay? Okay? I want everybody to be good fighter. Okay? Not a good showman. Okay? Not just not this. Okay? Or not just not like this. Okay? Aggressive. Go. Finish. Then you can run away before the police comes.
No, he can kick you, right? But now with the hands, Tsun needs to crush you. Remember, indoor locks the elbow straight. You don't see what I'm doing here, right? Just this beautiful back. Come here. Be curious. Punch. See, if I'm indoor, I lock my elbow. Hey, what are you doing? Stay here. Punch. Always indoor here. Punch. If you're outdoor, I keep my elbow low. Punch. Punch. Hey, he's parallel, you see? That's right. Right? Yes, always cross your arms, you see? So if I'm cross, lock your elbow. If he doesn't lock, I can go through it, see? So if you cross, you lock. If you're inside, you lock. If you're outside, you keep your elbow low, okay? So, punch. Now the one guy can always lead. You just keep punching, cross your arm. So I can go inside, left is out, right is in, both are out. So I'm left in, right out. Don't take your hand away, see? When I do this, he follows me. Okay, and I go back, and I kick here. The field is, one guard, Don't work. Okay, keep your hands up. Now you drop and punch. You see? Now, when you go back for round toss kick, open up. Hey, you see? You can't do that. Now, just keep your punch here, open up. Give me a round toss kick. You keep your punch here, open up, kick, round toss. What you do is just look. Okay? Just like that. Go. Just keep your hands together. You just do this, go forward and punch, you see? All right? Now when we switch, look, when I switch, look, bam, bam, I'm punching him. So you gotta do the same thing. So I keep him busy, bam, bam, I can switch very quick. So he doesn't attack you, okay? So don't look, try to switch. You're gonna keep, and I'm here, bam, bam. Keep punching, okay? All right? That's what you're gonna do now. Each time you switch, you punch a little harder, stay away from his face for now, okay? Otherwise, you have too many enemies here. Let's go.
You actually lock your elbow unless you're outside. When you
Unless outside is the only one. Lock your elbow inside and cross. If you don't lock, look, if you're inside, you don't lock. See? And if you cross, you don't lock, same. If you cross, you try to lock. If you're inside, you try to lock. When you're outside, yeah, it's just crash. Okay? Good. Just go away. Bang!
Yeah, and push me. Yes, good. Yes. And no. And 4 now. So this direction to her. Yes.
Zeig dir mal, was die
In the middle. In the center of the stair. Yeah, in the middle of the stair. Oh yeah. Okay. Up around, grab it. Yes. Little back and 4. No, down. Back. Yes. And then go 4. Yes. And step in. Just kick me if you can. Yes. Here. Or just. Yes. Crack. Okay, you see? So, you have me under control. Okay, if you can bring me down. Okay?
Du kannst immer direkt natürlich rein. Wenn du schon so offen ist, aber wenn du jetzt hier bist, ist das ganz anders. Verstehst du? Wenn du jetzt so steht wie ein guter Boxer, okay? So, was machst du jetzt? Wenn du auch was gehst, natürlich, wenn ich überkreuze, aber jetzt zum Beispiel dein Jab ist hier. Schieb voll deinen Jab hier hin. Hier geht's überkreuzt, was passiert? Generell gehst du schon vor. Aber es ist so ein Bruchteil von hier ganz schnell ein Jab oder so. Jetzt kann ich dich überkreuzen. Mach mal ein bisschen. Das entscheidest du ja. Wenn du diskutierst, das Problem, der Boxer, das mache ich was, jetzt diskutiere ich, dann hast du das Problem immer, weißt du, weil du kannst verarscht werden. Deswegen musst du es sofort schreiben, ne? Diskutieren nicht mehr schön. Nach der Arbeit, ohne Anwalt, das geht weiter. Dann weißt du, was du machst. Aber wenn du diskutierst, ja und bumm. Okay? Die Leute nicht runterdrücken, ja? You punch down. Yeah. Just push forward your elbow. You can practice it like this. You give me a punch to the face. You give me a punch to the solaris plexus. Not with this hand, only with this. Yeah. One hand is back, just this. Yeah. So that you learn to push forward the energy, not to push out, not to push down. Okay. Ready? So we have this. We have this. We have this. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. You press down, slow. I go up. Yeah. I'm up. It's everything open. Thank you. Yeah. So don't press down. If I come down, just push forward. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. You feel? Yeah. And then you give me again the punch. Yeah. And don't lean forward. Otherwise you lose your weight. Feel? Yeah. Look at me. Yeah. Don't do this. Yeah. Yeah.
Is everything open, yeah? Hug and punch. Okay, good. Okay, that's the exercise.
So I'm very close. He can't touch me more than I can him. He has longer arms than I. Okay, so do this like this, very slowly. The one is active. He tries to keep his balance. Try to follow. When I go in, you keep your elbow low. When I'm out, lock your elbow. Don't drop. Don't fall. Keep your elbow low. Okay. Pressure forward. Remember, always forward energy. Bigger than you. Not down. If you push me down, you block me. What do you want to do? No parallel. If you like this, thank you very much. Look at the big gap. I'm inside, and you just go like this. How you? Okay. See how you drop it? You open all the door for me. Stay in touch. That's what I need. See now? That's what you need. Don't go over there if you're bad here. Correct yourself first. Punch. 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 Don't drop. There, I'm in front of your nose. Punch. So it's modular skill.
Hi. I'll show you again. Look, I come. Grab here. Yeah, stay here. Yeah, just to show you. So he grabbed me and I grab him and I can punch him. Yeah? No good, yeah? Yeah? Okay, again, look. Come.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, look, I do it to you. You grab. I do it wrong, okay? I come here, you grab, and then, yeah, problem. Again. What I have to do is, I do a good punch, and in that moment he press out, I turn hier to Bongsau, ja, sit zu Bong, und umgreifen und schnell ziehen. So before he greift. Yeah, you have to grab and pull before he grabs. Yeah, it's not possible, you feel? If you want to grab, yeah, you do. Okay, I do it to you. Pop. Okay, this was better, yeah? Okay, now.
It's another 15%. Now you both are 45, you see? So you can't stay like this. If somebody kicks you in here, this is what the WC people do, right? So you see little differences from other methods. And then 60-40. Now you see all the problems? The knees are almost the same height, they can kick you, but now you're protected. You have a wedge here. So if you try to kick my knee, any of my knee, my circle, so also we step with a circle. So if he kicks me over here, I'm in it. If he kicks me over here, so I'm protected. Instead of slowly kick out. You see, if I open like this, you kick my going on my knee.
Can I use also always the same leg?
Okay, look. Yes, of course. I'll show you something. Come here. Look, he's going to kick me 6 times. Watch, I always use the same foot. Give me a straight kick to my knee. Straight kick. I'm still straight. Give me a cross kick over here.
From outside. So I'm just punching. Outside. Punch again. Come from outside. I can feel it. If you from the mouth, boom, just get you right. Just keep going. Okay. Get off range. Controlling all the time. I'm wrong. It's not going to have a chance to do anything because no one can go and step on the top. And quickly, his hands down there. He's tucking his hands up. Yeah. Sure. Too late, no? Okay.
Don't stop. Don't touch his mind. Everything is open. Don't drop it. That's basically Don't drop your foot. If you're leaning forward, that's a problem. You follow me, okay? If I do this, remember? Good. Now, let's say I'm going, you come now, I want to switch. Look, I move out, I make a circle with this, and I want to do the same thing. Go off in a circle. Just circle, okay? Just drop your hand like this, just like Okay? So don't move just like that. Here we just circle. Now you see a little bit more open. Later we punch and circle over, okay? So keep him busy here. But just for now, if you can do this a little bit, so you go back, kick. I follow him, still keep my balance, spin the roundhouse kick. So just let's do this, okay? Now if you switch, just switch your foot. Just like this, okay? Well, just for now, right? Go ahead. So you can do left side, right side.